Hey everyone, I'm Coral. Welcome back to my channel. I guess to start off, if it looks like I got bad lip fillers, it's because I did. Just kidding. I just have a swollen lip from, having a needle shoved through it. So that's why my lip looks fucking dumb and why I can't move it, and also why it's very lopsided. So just, I don't know. I mean, stare at it. I know you're gonna stare at it. So just like stare at it and know that it's not permanent. And I promise I didn't get bad lip fillers, because I'd be really upset if that happened. If my lips looked like this after fillers, I'd be very upset. Anyway, I'm here today with the books that I've chosen for like my January TBR, and I'm doing things a little bit differently for the next, at least the next few, not months, maybe even longer than that. I'm not sure. I guess it depends on like how this all works out for me and how my life starts working out, because like things have not been great and my mental health has not been great, and I'm getting back on the right track, I know, but I'm also starting school in a couple days, so I'm really not sure what like my workload is going to be like for that at this point. So I'm not really sure what my reading's gonna be like for a while. Things are not normal for me. Things have been hard and weird. Hopefully they're getting better. I guess that's just how I need to end this, because I don't need to go into everything about my fucking life. But I'm here today with the books that I'm going to read in January. But first I want to talk about some of the goals that I have for myself, because I am somebody who always does that, and it feels weird not to do that. Even though I'm really not sure what my life is going to look like for the next while. I did create a few goals for myself just to keep myself on track. But one of my goals is actually to give myself less like book and reading homework. So I have way less goals than normal. And I think that's going to be good for me, because I don't feel like I stress myself out, but I do pack a lot on my plate, and it's like, why am I giving myself homework? I don't know why, and I don't need that. So the goals that I have for this year are really, I'd like to read 85 books if I can. I'd like to read about 35,000 pages. I did make my goal last year of reading 85 books and 40,000 pages, but I just barely hit 40,000, and I don't anticipate being able to read as many books as I read last year, I mean realistically. So I've cut my page goal down. Did I say 35,000 pages? Or did I say 35,000 books? I'm trying to read 35,000 pages. What else? I've got a list of 10 books that I think I'm going to love, that might be favorites of this year. I'd like to read those. And then I'm also doing the 23 and 23 thing. I think I saw that last year with the 22 and 22, and I was like, I don't really want to do that, but I've got a list of that. I'm going to be going over the books in a separate video, what I chose from that. So those are like, I don't know, the things that I want to accomplish this year. All right, let's get on with the books that I've picked out for my TBR this month. So the way I'm going to be doing things is I might pick maybe like 5 books. I've picked 5 books this month that I'm planning on reading. That it's like, these books I want to get done this month. And then I think I'm going to just pick things. If I finish these 5 books, I'm just going to pick things that feel right, and I'm not gonna worry about reading things for creating videos, because I just can't do that right now. I mean, no one's putting this pressure on me except for myself, and I do realize that, so I'm taking the pressure off myself and just reading what I want to fucking read. So first up, this is actually a book that I picked for my 23 and 23 thing. This is Dark Places by Thomas Altman. There are a couple of his books that have these just absolutely fantastic covers. They're like hyper realistic art, and they're so weird. I can't remember the title of the one that I really want, but it's got like a woman being strangled with a plastic bag, and it's in this sort of hyper realistic, like, who fucking created this thing? It looks so good. But this is about a young woman named Christy. She's been recently married, And now she's finding out that her new husband has some secrets in his past. And it says she meets a handsome loner and a mysterious woman. And it's like all these people are making things hard for her. I don't know. I don't exactly know. But I'm looking forward to this. I've never read Altman before. I don't know if this is going to be good. I do see that this has a stamp from a bookstore in Duluth and a bookstore in Brainerd, Minnesota. So my Minnesota people will know. My Minnesota people will know about those places. I mean, maybe not those stores, but about Brainerd and obviously Duluth. And then, as one of the books I picked out that I'm hypothesizing, hoping might be a favorite read of mine for this year, I've picked out We Have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson. I've never read Shirley Jackson, and for a long time I was like, I don't like classics, well, why would I waste my time? But I think I'm gonna try it out and like stop being stupid because I don't know. I would feel so dumb if I had that mindset and then tried one of her books years from now and was like, wow, why did I do this? This author is fantastic. So here it is. I've just got one that's short and sweet. I think this is about a family of poisoners, and that's just about all I know about this. And I can't believe I don't know more. Like, this book has been around for so long. It's in like the zeitgeist. So like, how have I not been spoiled for it? Pretty incredible. I'm gonna read it before I get spoiled for it. Okay, then I'm planning on picking up The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater. This is the 4th book in her Raven Cycle series, which is like a YA, paranormal, fantasy series. It's been so good so far. It's about this like ragtag group of kids who have this kind of like leader among them. His name is Gansey, and he's obsessed with this long dead Welsh king. He thinks he might be able to find his like burial chamber, and then who knows what happens. I don't fucking know, but this has been such a wild ride. It's so well written, and I love the characters so much, and I know I'm going to be upset like when I'm done with this. And it takes a lot for me to read a series to completion. So if you're into like, and like, I don't even know if I'm really into YA fantasy. There are some that I've read that I've really loved. This is one of them, I guess, is what I'm saying. So like, if you sometimes gravitate towards that stuff, maybe this is worth picking up, because I think it's so fucking good so far. I'm also finally picking up Misery by Stephen King. This is one of his I have not read yet, but that's like a dwindling list now of Kings I haven't read, which is kind of exciting to think about. I just really need to keep picking them up. I do love his books. When I say I need to keep picking them up, I do love his books. It's just that, I don't know, what is it? Sometimes in my mind, I get defiant about things that are very popular, you know what I mean? For some reason, it's stupid, and I have to kind of fight against it. So when people are raving about Stephen King a lot, I'm like, eh. Even though I like him, I don't know, it's so dumb, you guys. But this Misery, famously, is about author Paul Sheldon, who is in a car wreck on a mountain pass, and he is rescued by a woman who discovers he's Paul Sheldon, and that is just like the best thing to happen to her, because she is a super fan of his books. But she's not very pleased with how he's decided to end the series that she's been reading and has loved for years, I guess. And I mean, we kind of know, right? We kind of know about Misery between the book and the movie and it being Stephen King and all that shit. Like, we kind of know. I mean, I know, but like, I want to read the book too. It sounds so good. I feel like this is the perfect time of the year to read it. Isolated, wintry book. And then the last, I am currently reading, actually, Cherish Farrah by Bethany C. Morrow. This is so great so far. I am 113 pages into it, and I read most of that in one night, which is unheard of from me these days. So I hope that can be an indicator of how good I think this is so far. This is about two young teenagers, Cherish and Farrah, and Cherish has been adopted by white parents, and her and Farrah both live in this like affluent community where they are some of the only Black folks in this community. So they really have bonded because of that. We're following Farrah in this book, and Farrah is very calculating. Everything she does is calculated, and everything she does, every word she says, every movement of her body is calculated, and it's because she wants to be in control. She wants to convey certain things to other people. She's very manipulative, but in her weird manipulative way, she really loves Cherish, sort of, because Cherish is so gullible to this and easy to manipulate and easy to read and things like that. So, you know, Farrah is... she is a person with some problems. And right away in this book, you find out that Farrah's parents have lost their house in this great community, this great neighborhood that they live in. And Farrah is staying with Cherish right now, currently with her family, while Farrah's family works shit out. And so, yeah, I mean, that's where the story starts out. She has like full access to Cherish all the time. And I don't know. I mean, the troubling part of this right now is just that Farrah is Farrah, but I have a feeling that it's going to get more troubling as the story progresses. So I guess we'll have to see where this goes. I really like it so far, though. The writing is great. It's so easy to read. It's so easy to get sucked into, and it's... Man, I'm just feeling really lucky that I decided to pick this book up at this point in time, because this sort of thing is something that I've really needed in my reading life. And in my regular life, it's been really hard to just enjoy things and do the things that I usually enjoy. It's been hard to pay attention to everything. It's been hard to forget about other shit in my life. It's like my head's just constantly processing, and like sometimes I want to fucking turn that off. And this book has helped me do that lately. So, yeah, it's been great. So those are the 5 books I'm planning on reading in January. Let's see. What do I need to talk about at the end of this video here? Always, I'd love to know what you're up to this year, what you're up to this month. Have you read any of these, and what did you think about them? Also, I'd like to tell you all that I am right now a winter rep for Twisted Retreat, which is a new horror-themed book box. I've got all my links and stuff to that in the description of this video. I made like a little link tree thing, so everything's there, like my Scribd referral, like my Libra FM referral, what else? Like all the things for my social media, if you'd care to follow me on that shit. I don't know, it's up to you, but have a look and see. I have a discount code for Twisted Retreat, so definitely check that out. I will talk to you guys later though. Thank you so much for watching.